You also want to work on the two biggest roadblocks to a great attitude and self-discipline. And the first is negatives. I mean, let's face it, what news sells? Bad news, right? Negative news. By the way, the questions will get more difficult, okay? I mean, if there's an accident on 93 North, what does everybody on 93 South do? Right, stop and slow down. It is never a good idea to stop and slow down and look at the bad news. It's never a good idea to read the front page of every newspaper, to watch every newscast, because when you see or hear the news, they're not talking about everybody on 93 who made it home safely. And the saying is absolutely true, garbage in, garbage out. These days we have to be very protective of what goes into our brains. A lot of negatives out there. The fastest way to offset negatives, find anything positive, upbeat, inspirational, motivational, books, CDs, DVDs, music, movies, YouTube, anywhere. Because studies have shown a positive thought and a negative thought can't occupy your brain at the same time. The same studies have also shown it takes 2.5 times as much energy to be down in negative as it does to be positive, and you know that. Because we've all been on the phone with somebody after the tough day, after the flat tire and the relationship issue. And you're on the wrong end of the phone conversation, and they're going on and on and on. And you're finally like, oh. You finally get them off the phone, you're like, I need a nap, I need a drink, I need a gun, I need something. Okay? That's the other side of the negatives. We've got negative news, and then we've got negative people. We need to spend less time with negative people. Now, you may have some negative people in your life. If you can't think of anyone, it could be you. No, and thank you for laughing, although I wish you laughed a little louder. You know, I've got some groups, they sit there, they're like, can't think of anybody, but I know it's not me. You know, people part of the problem never think they are. No, but you know who these people are. These are the people that, as Zig Ziglar, the famous motivational speaker, says, these are the people, they come up to you and they're like, oh, I hate to tell you this, but they can't wait to get the bad news out. Fastest way to get rid of negative people, come back with a positive to their negative. Do it 3 or 4 times and they'll start to hang around you less. In fact, I've got a neighbor, we'll call her Ginger, because that's her name. Okay, that's not her name, but when I see her out walking the dog in the morning, like if I saw her today, it'd be like, oh, it's overcast, you know, I'll say, hey, at least it's not raining. She'll mumble something under her breath and exit stage right. Okay? If you can, you want to become one of these super positive, upbeat people around these people, you know, the people that we think something's wrong with, like, what are they on? Like, Ginger, you look great, your dog looks great, are you heading your reunion? You'll blink, these people will be gone. In fact, you know what's funny? I haven't seen her in a while. I think now she looks out the door like, is he out there? Ooh, come on, Zambuca. Maybe he's out talking to Remax up on the North Shore. We got a couple hours to spread the bad news. Woohoo! Okay? But we want to be around positive people, upbeat people, people moving forward, people doing good things. So roadblock number 1 to a great attitude and self-discipline is the negatives. Get rid of the negatives by putting in the positives. Get rid of the negative people. Surround yourself with positive people.